All right, everybody all right? And the world keep on turning. Too to be alive. By the kind of Yahuwah. In front of my shin. I appreciate Yahuwah for keeping us around. Another Yom. Didn't have to do it, but he done it again. And here we are. Make sure we get one more opportunity. Make sure we get it right. Whatever we didn't get right yesterday, the day before, or earlier this week, we can't go back and do anything about that, but the day is the day of salvation. The day is the day while man living and hear the word, or if you don't hear, you ought to be considering. You ought to be measuring out to see where you're at and see if you're progressing or you're degressing. At the end of the day, you're going to leave him, every one of us. You got to make sure you got this thing right before it fold up. Because he's definitely coming back here. Man, a woman be a fool to think he's not coming back. The man got his eyes already set on that place. He got to set himself to, he already set in his law, he's going to destroy it. Nobody going to turn him from it too. He already set. He's going to burn that place. It's going to be a crisp. And everything in it going to be burned with it. And it's our expectation that Yahuwah see fit to count us worthy to let us escape it. Because it's going to be a hard tribulation. It's already hard now on people. People just had just been going so long. People hadn't been paying attention. People just been kind of lightly praying and playing at the same time. So it'd be more playing than praying. They hadn't really considered how crucial everything really is and how crucial it's going to get. It's going to get bad. They just, today I know they just arrested 25 of them in Germany. Anybody seen that? They had a coup. Yeah, they tried to overtake the government. They had a plot. They finna overtake the government in Germany. That's not on the play. Maybe they just tried to do it here. Y'all see Trump just told them they need to tap the Constitution. That's against everything the soldiers stood for. I mean, it's a slap in the face for that. I mean, to me, it ain't no different. The Constitution never stood for nothing for the so-called Negro in the first place. But I mean, they know for people that don't put their lives on the line, that's what they tell you fighting for. The Constitution, the freedom, liberties of America, and what the Constitution, that's what the president swear oath to defend and protect the Constitution. But see, this is the thing with the so-called Negro, his ignorance. He's been so elated with the white man and so in love with the white man. He put more on that paperwork. A white man that just came out of the office from swearing on it, standing for it, and that's what got him in office, said it need to be. He just told him change it, create a new one. He said he need to throw it away, tear it up, rip it up. It's just a piece of paper. Sad part with our people, you put more in it than white people. See, when white people don't get their way, he had one time he didn't get elected, now get rid of the Constitution. We've been slaves in America over 400 years, and they can't come out our mouth saying do nothing with no Constitution. Nothing. It ain't in McCall. It's no group, no black group, so-called black on the earth that will get what you talking about. Let's get rid of no Constitution. You going to jail. If you're in the military, you going to Leavenworth. If you in, they don't play that stuff. Walk around there and tell them, tell them what they're gonna do. Them. We need to scrap the Constitution. You getting off that base. You're going straight to Leavenworth. You're done. See, when a white man don't like something, y'all see the difference? One election he lost and he saw the number. That's what white people do. When we get mad, when somebody get burned up, they tell us to suck it up, it's the law. When we get shot, what they said, let the legal system work. Why white people don't let it work? Because white people know. I told y'all, I said this, y'all can say it, tell me if I hadn't. I told you, all of your fears are created by your oppressor. Your white oppressor have you sitting around waiting on a Constitution that he ignores every day. If the Constitution was authentic, we wouldn't have that conversation now. There wouldn't be a conversation because it should give every man these rights. But it never entails you. You'll get a foreigner that'll come over here, break in the country illegally, and they'll come along and the Constitution will protect them. You've been here and it don't protect you. What did it do for Sandra Bland? Those Mexicans under the Trump administration that came over here illegally and were housed, detained, and separated from their kids, all of those parents were paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. You tell me I can go break in another country illegally, me and my kids, and they gonna pay me $100,000. Hundreds, me and my kids, to take back to a third world country. Man, it takes 75 million pesos to make a nickel. You give a Mexican $400,000 to go back to Mexico, you just made a trillionaire. That's a trillionaire. But it insults you, and everything is to insult your intelligence. And the sad part and the part that angers me with my people is the fact that when you hear these white people say that, I've been telling you this. None of this stuff is authentic. It's a joke. Listen, I remember diploma. How many of y'all got the diploma? High school, whatever it might be, college diploma. You can go right in the joke store. It's the same paper. How many of y'all seen them before? The same paper. What's the difference? It's a joke. Why do you think it's in the joke store? Why they don't have the Constitution in the joke store? See, they'll make you, because they try to make you think it's better. These white folks travel, take their kid to look at the Constitution, the pictures of the fathers when they sit down and wrote it. It's a joke. None of them have never obeyed it. They've never followed it the whole time they've been here. That's why Trump told them to get rid of it. First of all, Trump is the child of an immigrant. His mammy and his pappy are immigrants. He's the first one, and that's what they think about. We've been here how many times over? How many times over have we been here? Our fathers, our father's father, his father, and their father's father. One-term immigrant jump here and say, get rid of the Constitution. And let me see this. When is he going to jail?
Never.
Tell me what nigga you know that can go on TV and say, scrap the Constitution, and other black people ain't going to come out and cut you down. Where all these great white hopes to cut him down? Oh, he was convicted today. His company of tax evasion, tax fraud. Y'all saw that?
Yeah.
Oh, he was convicted today. They did let you know clearly there will be no jail time. You tell me I can get accused, listen, indicted, found guilty for tax evasion in a court, and they're going to tell me there's no tax time, no jail time. I said, I'll be doing this again. I'm saying, listen, this is the system. This is why I get so angry with my people when you guys, including here, mainly here, starting out this period, why we don't come together and establish our own? How you gonna win in a system like this? They'll never get, listen, the January 6 people who tore the place up, who chanted, kill the vice president. I tell you what, go get on your phone. Don't get on their property. I want you to go down the street. I don't even want you on this street. I want you to have a conversation with somebody else that you're going to kill the vice president and see if these folks just talk to you. See if they had you on a news story, let you explain your side. You and Kanye and Kyrie did. All right, go ahead and try it. You can't have no conversation like that. You tell me I can go here and chant this in Washington, D.C. Kill the secretary, kill the Speaker of the House, the third most powerful person in the United States. Kill them, not let's get our hand, let's get them out of office. Kill them, hang them. And I got bear spray, I'm beating up police officers. Why we ain't never seen 178 police officers were whooped up? Why we ain't never seen these 178 officers? Why we keep saying the same tired white boy and the same big old black nigga? 178 police got whipped up, and all we see is 2 on the news. You telling me I can take some black people, go whoop 178 Atlanta police, Kanye police, Covenant police, and none is gonna come on the news? None of them gonna come out, and they gonna leave me out here, and they gonna let the courts handle me.
No, sir.
I'll state this again for the record. I'm for the liberation. I'm for the equality of the so-called Negro. It just don't make sense. At this point, I have no reason to explain or justify my actions. I refuse to justify. I refuse to explain them. You already know what my issues are. You're the cause of the issue. The fact that we sit here and we watch this on a daily basis, they insult you. There is nowhere you can go and sit down and jump and say, hey, y'all, let's scrap the Constitution, tear it up. People look around like, what you say? You know, people going to jump up and tell their grandfathers died and their fathers died and their father's father died for this? And they dare you insult them and the soldiers that bled? Why ain't none of them came out there? Why we don't hear them talk about Trump? How about the fact that Trump done met with, listen, and this is the first time he ever did this. He done met with, let me see this, people that hate Jews, racists. This is all new. This is the first time he done this. Still running. But the man pulled up. But you know what? I ain't mad at Trump. I like Trump. I'm going to tell you why I like Trump. Trump is a hustler. I'm just tell you what. Who I look at is the dumb, stupid people that will vote for him. You are the idiots. The man's a loser. Who told you he was a loser? They just ran the polls on him in Utah. Him against DeSantis. He's lost bad. He also, they put him up against, he lost against Liz Cheney. Most of y'all didn't know who Liz Cheney is. Listen, she couldn't even win the vote in her own state to hold her congressional seat. He lost against her, and she ain't even running for president. The man's a loser. That's what bad. How do you lose against somebody that ain't running? That's how piss poor. I've been told he's a loser. He con y'all. I got members in everywhere. These folks, Trump brilliant. This shows your intelligence. You're not very. The man's a loser. He does not have a business that really generates. He generates money from lies. He's only running out because he can get no more money from the Republican Party. The only reason he was on the campaign trail, they paid his legal bill. He's a hustler. That man had hundreds of million dollars in legal bill. Guess who paid him? He did. Oh, he came out and supported the candidate. Go look at how many on one that he supported. A lot of them lost. Terribly. He couldn't get Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker from Georgia. He put Athens on the map. People didn't know Athens even existed in Georgia. They thought Athens was still in Greece. Herschel Walker made Georgia famous. The 80s, listen, he put Georgia on the map. That's when you had people like Oklahoma, Nebraska, they ran that play. Herschel put them on the map. Herschel one of the most exciting college player ever played. He lost in Athens. There's no way you ain't got that many pictures around it. Malcolm, you went up. Was Herschel popular? That's Herschel Walker in the 80s. Did you remember that? Herschel was one of the most exciting college players. He was going to be the first one to ever win the Heisman and won a senior. He was the first one finna win and won a senior. They had to give it to Marcus Allen. He was coming out. That's who won. He lost it one year. Marcus Allen was a senior. He won it that year. Herschel would have won it his junior year. Herschel was electrifying for Atlanta. I mean, he electrified that play. The man in college, the man owned restaurant. He had them Delight restaurant. Y'all don't, you went for him. They had them Delight restaurant. They were big down here for a minute. They went away. Just like his career did, messing with Donald Trump. Anybody remember Donald Trump? Look at Kanye West. I'm saying, yay. Yay, yay. You see what happened? Man with Trump. Trump's a loser. Everybody did. Listen, the man came out and had to call Forbes and tell them to correct his net worth. I am more than a billionaire. Y'all remember they had him in Forbes, put him on there? He had to call them, tell them they had their numbers wrong. He had more money than what they put on now. Donald Trump got through with him. Where is he at now? Yay, yay. I want him to come right here and he gonna write a rap. I'm telling everybody, I said we got somebody who done wrote a song. Y'all just bell on with it. We're gonna let him do it. And you know they're gonna tell them, it's a dance, go with it. And we're gonna tell them, we done heard that before. We heard that before. It's a dance, go with it. Listen, Donald Trump, he run everybody's career. He's a loser. I don't know why these people thought that but he has the gift of gab. When people don't have a brain, they don't know. When you watch these people, the guy's a loser. How do you have 700 some companies and you barely a millionaire? 700, this man has over 700 businesses. The man one of the broken billionaire they got. But I know they love him. They saying he talk a good talk. He put a good game, you fall for it. I don't listen to that. Listen, when you lose a casino in Las Vegas, I know you're an idiot. He's skimming off the top. It made no sense to lose. Listen, food and liquor cheap. The money coming in. People like to gamble. People want to take a chance. The lights, Vegas is it. The man is a loser. He loses everything. But they believe in, that's why he lost the election. Only way he got in the first time, Russia won it for him. He right. How you win it and all of a sudden you come back and now Joe Biden put up record numbers on you. Joe Biden, all his commercials what? Are racist. Literally out of his mouth, black people, super predators. He gonna put you away for life. And the man went here and racked up numbers. The man did better numbers than Obama. That's how terrible. When you take Russia out the way, don't let Russia do nothing with the vote. They showed you just what kind. He ran him out. He pissed off the wrong white people. They said, we're going to let you see what your real numbers look like. This is how piss poor your numbers are. He know who did it. It's white people that's in position. They let them do this. Trump is getting ready to destroy America. Y'all finna see. That talk alone, don't you know how much divide they finna make? Get rid of the Constitution. You talking about the former president talking like that? You held the office? Y'all don't know because y'all don't vote. You don't keep up with politics. You don't talk like that. It's certain stuff they're going to put him on. You don't have that conversation. You just got through with people just went here to tear up the Congress. What you think they finna do when they hear that man say, get rid of the Constitution? They have no idea how dangerous they're coming in. Y'all have no idea. White people dangerous. White people don't believe rules actually fit them. Rules for you. They got videos showing you white guy, they locked him up in the airport. Y'all seen one time he was walking, he said, what are you doing? He said, what are you doing? I'm not black. I'm not black. Going through the airport, they locking him up. They said, white people don't act. Y'all have no idea. White people don't think like you. White people don't believe they're supposed to go to jail. White people don't believe they're supposed to pay tax. Listen, that's for you. All that stuff for you. Even Yahushua told y'all when he got ready to pay taxes, he said, who do they charge taxes? The strangers or their own children? He said, stranger. He said, so the children are free. He said, yeah. He said, go ahead and pay them taxes. That's right. He let you know, that's how they are. You're not one of them, pay taxes. The man had told y'all, don't get mad at me because I know how to do the system. He told him, the man, listen, billions of dollars he done beat the government out of he hadn't paid. He never showed, y'all remember he ran, he never showed them his taxes all the year. Look how long it took for them to finally take him to court. Judge had to come in and make him show his taxes. He withstood him, he said, I'm not getting up my taxes. They finally got it, and now when you listen to the charger, his company is accused of it. His company been found guilty. You know what they're gonna tell him? I'm not there to run that company. I got all kind of people run that. I can respond for what they do. Put on the person they locked up. See, his 45-year-old guy, 45 years been doing the business. He been in control of all his books. That joker already cut an IRS deal. Yep. He cut a deal with the Fed and gave them everything they need. Trump smart though. You know what he do? Trump stupid. He sent every one of them dumb niggas, even his attorney stupid. He ain't got no text messages from Trump. He had nothing he could prove on Trump but verbal conversation. And Trump said, I can't recall that. Even his attorney dominant he is. Nobody got no paperwork. When they get through with him, Trump's smart. He sending guys on them wild goose chase, stay away from him. Yep. He'll never get his hand dirty. How y'all think he done got that long? He is the epitome of white America. They beat you every time. You always guilty. Your hands always getting caught in some of these people. That's how they do it. White people don't feel like they should go to jail. That's why they not scared of police. You scared, you know you going to jail. Your skin say you guilty. White people pull over to them. Listen, they can pull the police gun out and clean it for and get back to them. Listen, they can go up to the police, take their gun out and go use it and bring it back and put it back in their holster. That's white America. Only problem I got with the whole situation, if you had your own country, you'll be able to have some of these liberties too. If you had your own government established, if you had your own constitution, you had your own amendment, a lot of rights you'll have for you too. So the problem I got with it, don't get mad with them, get mad with yourself. That's right. You don't like it, establish your own. Okay. When he couldn't make it in England because he couldn't obey no rules, what he did? He got out, came here and stole from us what he learned from Mizraim, what he learned from everywhere else, and that looked like he didn't create nothing. He took everybody's principle that he stole from everywhere else, and that's how he came in and beat you. He's never originated nothing. Nothing. He's a thief and a liar. What do you call this, an Anglo-Saxon? How many of y'all know what an Anglo-Saxon from? Where your hands at? Good. Don't even matter. Don't worry about your oppressor. Where you say? Where you from? He's originally from Middle Europe. He came and stole it way into Britain, and he'll claim his rights in Britain. He's a liar. He's a liar. He don't know where he originated from. The hypocrite had forged all his information, and now you can't prove where you from. He'll lie about where he's from. He's not from Britain. He's from a further end of Europe that he migrated himself to, and he will swear to God that he is from Britain because he is a liar. All of them, Charles, his whole family, they from France. Most of y'all didn't know that either. Oui. Okay, these people cross up. These people not originals in that. They all liars. They French. These folks have no idea. They believe in these people with all their heart. Y'all believe in these people. I know you love them. Y'all love these crackers. Love them all. You just an ignorant nigga. Because they'll just tell you anything. I told you, I don't take nothing he say. Listen, he can fly me to the moon. We'll eat grilled cheese. We'll sit out. We'll laugh. I still don't believe when I get back. I don't believe nothing he say. He a liar. This man will never stop lying. Because the truth will expose him. Anytime he tell you something, just investigate it. Don't take him at his word. Say, good to hear. Go back and research it. He'll lie you to everything he do. And what part of Africa y'all from now? Y'all know that's a racist statement. They have them over in England here. The lady just had to resign for that. She met the black woman, and she asked the so-called black woman, where she from? She said she was from London. She said, no, what part of Africa? What? The racist statement? I'll be honest with you. I don't know how they came up to be racist. She just asked a question. The girl said she was from London. She said, what part? She said, no, what part of Africa you from? They said, this is racism. See, okay, see, certain things you shouldn't say just because you got a tongue in your mouth, okay? That's not racist. Nor is it prejudice, okay? Just say you didn't like her, ask you that. That's not racist. To be a racist, this does not disenfranchise you because someone asks you what part of Africa. See, this hurts you in your fight. This hurts you in your fight because there are really racist comments, there are really racist actions that happen against you, but when you holler it out of your mouth every time somebody say something, you just hurt your cause. Now, when a real cause come out, it be like, yeah, just like when the lady asked, what part of Africa you from? And then what bad, you sign paperwork saying you African or something. So when I ask you, no, what part of Africa you from? Racist! You mean, I don't know. I don't know would be the correct answer. But the stuff we do sometimes, this is not fruitful, it's not productive. See, everybody who on that fight, we need to kick them out the race. Leave that alone. That's certain stuff. Somebody walking just out, you got a big nose. Oh, if your nose big, are they lying? So if they're not with everybody that won't say, that makes you prejudiced. No, prejudice is liking or not liking something. You said or come and say you have a big nose, and you have a big nose, you ain't gonna believe it. You have a big nose. Stop trying to make everything a fight. Some things are true. Take it, suck it up, live. Listen, when you start to hurt my pocket, when you start taking rights from me, when you start to disenfranchise me on things in healthcare, this is when I have a problem. Your mouth about your skin is dark, or your nose is big, or you got some feel, your lips are really plump. Come on, that's opinion. Go right back, talk about their mama, let's keep moving. Let's keep this out of the legal system. Go on, say something about their mama, and if they want to throw hands, and everybody keep moving. We don't need to waste no time on legal system with nothing like that. That's a waste of time. When you are a person and you control people health care, you control people welfare, you control banking, you control all these issues, then it becomes dangerous when you make certain comments. But you ask me what part of Africa I come from, I don't know how you're going to find it to be a situation where this is all out racist. What do you think about everything else been happening to us? Because you that picky, you should have picked up on a lot of big. If that really drive you crazy, we should have been on the street. We don't have, come on. We got how many more issues we got above that we really got to waste time on somebody asking you what part of Africa you from? This is a racist? Come on, we can't be that stupid. I just don't have time for stuff like that. I got time for real issues. We got people laying in graves. We got people sitting in jails. Y'all got from white women saying he raped me, like that girl Karen in New York talking about her dog and made up a lie. A black man could have got shot, which typically would happen with our people. These are things I have an issue with. Somebody asked me what part of Africa I'm from. That's what they ask you. I'm going to ask you, why they ask you, what part are you from? So next time you don't know, go find us, and next time you have an answer. Right. Then you don't like it, slap piss out of them. Ain't nothing but a simple battery. But to waste up court time with us and all that, you got time no fooling like that. Stick with the issue, folks. Stay focused. You get this stuff, that white people do stuff to show, see, now you look so trivial. When your real issues come, nobody want to address them. I'm telling you, that's what hurts you. They need you to push, go on the street, start marching, tap the whole England, the whole palace tour about this. We ain't gonna talk about all them black kids that done been sacrificed now. All the people that done kept in the dungeon. We finna tear it apart because somebody asked, what part of Africa? And I dare somebody ask me that. That's the word. Every time I wake up, I feel a white man asking me that. What part of Africa are you from? But there we go. We just look for something to bandwagon. Y'all young people, I want y'all to be thinkers, okay? Look at that hurt you. People can say something that might personally offend you. Don't take it and make it a whole race. Deal with it yourself and keep. She could have dealt with it herself. You know what I'm saying? She could have told us something about her white skin, or said something about her mama, and kept it moving. It been right there between them. We'd have been good. Y'all got it, and just leave us out of it. Let us come cry. When you cry, we come in the room to say it's time to come to a defense. We ain't got time to wait with it. Who in here know what part of Africa they from? Hold on, here go Des. Des, what part of Africa you from? Who? Nigeria? That's where you get it from. Where you found this out? Des, I don't know, you about 20. How old are you, Des? 30 what? I know you about 42 years. I ain't never heard you had no conversation about being no Nigerian. That man said he no gone. That man said I ain't no gone life. What part of Nigeria? You don't know which one it is. You don't know. But see, the problem becomes that's not the only one. You got Hausa. Those are not, man, you got like 70 to like 120 different tribes. So when you say I'm from Nigeria, you still not actually denoting a particular part or even, because everybody pretty much live in different, they kind of live in communities. You know what I'm saying? Hausa got their own community, Yoruba, Igbo, the other different, they had it. So when you say I'm from Nigeria, who told you from Nigeria? Your great auntie? On whose side? Was she your auntie by marriage, or she your auntie as your mama's sister? Okay. Your mama's sister? Who told you that? Your sister? No. So who told you that? Your auntie told you that? Your grandfather's auntie told you. Yeah. He said mama. So your grandfather's auntie. Yeah, I pretty much figured out. Your grandfather's auntie, your mom's dad, his aunt, which was his mama's sister. That's typically how aunts work. Or his dad's sister. His dad's sister. So your granddad is Nigerian too? Did he tell you what part? Is he still living? Anybody still living that you know that connect to him? They old. Yeah, we don't call them. We don't have you to call them. We just want to be like, what's that show? You know, we want you to use one of your lifelines. I'm saying, I want you to call. Seriously, I want you to call. I'm gonna find out what part now, because you done got some mess started. I need you to call somebody who living and just find out what part of Nigeria. Tell them you on the air. Tell them. So it's really important. You just need to know what part. How many of y'all need to know which one it is? Because this is stuff. You done got some stuff started. You can't just, y'all know y'all just can't be throwing stuff out like that. Longer we done know y'all just can't jump up and just, they're like, Humpback, we like Humpback. If it's a new hole, we need to know about it before you tell everybody. Put it down so we'll know. Isn't that right? Some stuff, don't we need to know about it? The man on kickbox, martial art, wrestling, track. Then he said he was in the field. I'm like, that's the he said no track and I was in the field. He worked car. The man did a track and field program. He said no track and he worked in the field. What else he done did? He been hit by 2 tractor trailers at one time. And he no, it was 2 cars, honestly. 2 cars smashed him in the middle. He pushed them apart and he took both of them to the hospital. He found out a month later, okay, that man found a month later his back was broke. He went to the hospital and he left. Do you understand your back broke? Your back is broke, and he heard that and he left the hospital. No surgery, no back break. Who remember this story? Am I just making this up? Humpback. Humpback, come stand in the door, Humpback. Come for the, who, let me do this. Don't lie, don't make it mouth. Who responsible for Humpback? Who on that list? Let me see who the people, who are? Kayla. Kayla Book, who else? Who else? The hoes up the street. Who else? Where is he at? He coming. Oh, they go, Oh, he had to come in. I was like, how you doing, We were just having a little talk before you got here. Well, so just curious. So let me say, I'm not making, you was 2 cars struck you one time? No, I'm just saying, I'm just asking, 2 cars did strike you. They had to go to the hospital, and you helped them out. One person, you hurt one person. And then, later on, you found out something was wrong with you. What was it? Yeah, I had something broke. My vertebrae wasn't broke in my back. You know, that's the same thing. You know, the same thing Mike Tyson said. They said, what happened to Mike? They said, Mike, what happened? Mike said, my back broke. They said, your back? He said, vertebrae? No, spinal. So it wasn't vertebrae, it was spinal. It was vertebrae? But it was just something broke.
It wasn't my spine. It was something outside of my spine.
Outside your spine. Because really, what does the bat have? Spine. Vertebrae, spine. I'm just kidding. But his back, it was his back, but it wasn't nothing in the spine. So then you had to have surgery?
I don't think I've had this.
You had to have surgery. What did you do?
Like 2 months.
You did what for 2 months?
I was on crutches for like 2 months.
2 months. For your back, bro. Hold on, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, sir. Can I ask you a question? Why are you laughing?
I never heard the crutches part.
Does anybody know, you know anything about would you be on crutches if your back broke? In the bed? Hayward. You gonna hold you responsible. Who got Hayward? I mean, who got Hump? Who look at it? Who got that list? Who all on there? Ernie. What are the people that responsible? Kasha, Kayla, Derek Jr., who else? Justin. Hold on, they say you on that, Justin? How much Justin? A lot of Justin. 8% of Justin. And who else? And any holes on the street. That is the most updated one.
All right, I go through my phone.
He goes there and says, you can't be through. So that's the most updated. So what y'all thinking of people who responsible? We got who? Cape Verdean. Who from Cape Verdean? Hold on for a minute. No, hold on. Humpback, come in here. Come in here. I'm just hearing this. Did y'all know that? Y'all know Hayward? Hold on for a minute. Did y'all know Humpback from Africa? How many of y'all didn't know this? Y'all, this is what I'm gonna do. Listen, I want everybody to do this. Go on your phone right now. If it's something we don't know about you, put it in there now. You can't never, ever come up with nothing. If it's something we don't know about you, and you done something famous, done some aerobic crime spree, or you done been from some planet or some parts of Africa or anything, if it's not in that thread and we don't see it, I don't believe it. Now, how about when you found out you from Cape, where? Cape Verdean, Africa. When did it come out here? We just curious. Your grandmama. When you came here, you told her you was your only living relative. I remember we took him in. Did you ever how many of y'all done ever heard that man talk about any relative? Have not. I ain't never heard that man talk about no. The man came, he said, I'm my only living relative. That's why we took him in, remember? We were like, he's an orphan. Now all of a sudden, that man got a grandmama, aunts and uncles. That man told Hayward, he got 10 other brothers. And they twins. Do y'all know they been in the Guinness Book of World Record? You have 10 other brothers and they twins? How 10 people gonna be twins? Listen, when Hayward told me this, what is it possible that you can have 10 other brothers and y'all twins? That's all I'm asking. Is it logical, any kind of way? No. I said, all 10 of y'all look alike. He said, we twins. Listen, there's a lot going on. So now he's from Cape Verdean, Africa. Let me ask something. Humpback, come here, Humpback. I don't know how to do that now. I'm thrown. I got a Nigerian. Did anybody know about that man with Nigerian in him? Y'all knew Nigerian. Y'all knew he was from Africa? He said it one time. One time when nobody else was around. Can you hear it? He was in service. So what happened? With Africa? I'm just curious.
My father was the first one born here, and then us.
Your father, the first one. So you are really the first. How many of y'all knew that Humpback was the first American in his family? Huh? He's an anchor baby. He didn't want to keep his family here. So you should be able to speak some kind of a. See, he teach you that. But if you're the first one. I'm confused. Who else here confused? There's a lot going on, y'all. We probably need to have a meeting. Has anybody here, is anybody here got some missing relatives, come from Africa, anywhere, Spain or Portuguese, anything we need to know? Come tell y'all, after the night now, we're not doing this. Chanel, you putting something in what happened? I know her dad, Denzel Washington, her dad. So put that in there. Make sure you put that in there. Denzel Washington. It's a lot going on. Anybody got these stories? I need to know about them tonight. I'm telling you. Does anybody, I see some faith. Does anybody have anything they need to tell us tonight? Who are that? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Here we go. No. Here we go. What is it? What is Konoski?
My great-granddaddy.
Your great-granddaddy. That's the daddy's dad, granddaddy. Your grandpa. Your grandma, grandpa?
My grandma.
Hold on. Your grandma?
My grandma's dad.
Your grandma dad. Yeah, usually your grandmother dad. We go, your grandma dad.
He's Somali.
He's Somali. She's Somali. When y'all seen light-skinned folk from Somalia? Hold on, then she said her mama Hawaiian. Samoan. There's a lot going on. She thought Somalian and Samoan were the same thing. So every time, listen, she said every time the Girl Scouts come out that cook, she started crying. My grandma, granddaddy. So she said Samoan cook. Don't worry about it. Samoa, don't worry about it. I can't. I'm going on the road. All right, let's do this. Hands of the people responsible. I need to see them right now. Who responsible? I need names. All right, they're gonna be the names coming up. No, we got new. Come on. Hold on. The list. Y'all had trade. We had trade. Who responsible? The folk responsible. I need y'all to get together with your people. Everybody, y'all need to get together. It's a lot going on. Is there anybody else before we move forward? Oh, she got something. All right, Denzel Washington. There's something else finna come on. See, you heard what she said? Somalian Samoan. And they own all them Girl Scout cookies. She said except for the little ginger. You know they got the Samoan cookies? She thought her granddaddy did it. God damn man. Who responsible for her? I just need to know who else? Dwight? Who you said? Who the list? Who responsible? They got who the new that tight. I thought they had a new list. It's a new level of list now. You see now, it should have been a list now. I thought we traded car. We had some forehead to drive in the car. Hold on, Brittany? Brittany trying to sit here like saying, Brittany and Chris sitting right here. I'm going to say it. Brittany, CL, Janae. Oh, Chinese Chris. It's like Japanese Chris. You got to become Chinese Chris. I'm talking like Chinese Chris. So we got Brittany, Chris, CL. Yeah. There's some more people. Who else? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Baby girl, man. I think she in parental, though. She can't ride in the car, though, can she? No car ride. They respond. She back there saying, she pulled the curb on me on him. So let me get it straight. You Somalian and Samoan. Just Samoan. How long we done? Black and Indian. There's a lot going on. Who else done heard it before? Was y'all drinking? Some of this stuff, there's some stuff you don't keep. Is there anything else we need to know before we move forward? Did y'all put in the thread? I see Shamil putting something in there. You putting in the thread. We need to know it now if it come back up. This going to be y'all say. If we hear it after it ain't in the thread, I say, Michelle better putting something in there. What you need to put in now? Huh? Yeah, just said voodoo. Anybody need to put anything in? Ray, you got a thing you need to put in there? Well, think about it. Princeton? Yeah, Pastor Butt make sure we got everything covered. Anybody else? If you got anything you need to put in there we don't know? Hayward, you got anything you need to put in there we don't know? What are you going to put in there? Ernie? Rudy? Huh? He ain't going to have Puerto Rico. Ain't no authentic Puerto Ricans in no South Carolina. How many Puerto Ricans you know in South Carolina? Exactly. He done put some more on here, but we know. Who else?
Sister Booker said Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns is her 8th cousin.
Oh my goodness. Devin Booker from the Phoenix Sun is Michelle Booker's 8th cousin. Oh, it's Caleb. 8th cousin. Folks don't even count like that far back.
Rod says my parents have indigenous heritage.
Oh, and Rod's head parent has indigenous heritage. So do we. We've been digging ever since we've been here. Anyway, so we all indigenous. Anybody else got something we need to know about you? Damon. What Damon got?
George Washington Carver was his cousin.
George Washington Man, stop. George, man, you'll get a check. George Washington Carver? Damn, you ain't never told us that. You talking about the peanut nigga?
That's what I was told.
He said that we were told. Let me tell you something. Chris, go and put your granddad in there. It's getting rough. You gonna let that man get George Washington Cup? How you gonna beat that?
Oh, my grandpa knocked out Joe Louis.
That tight. We definitely ain't gonna put that in that thread. Chris granddad knocked out Joe Louis. Now that go along with the Nigerian story, the 2-tractor trailer, and the 50 holes that paid him. And you from Africa. There's a lot going on. Put all y'all stuff in so we just go over it. Then you got anything you need to tell him? Yes. He said, what happened? He said Michelle Booker husband is what? It's in the UFC. Who cousin that is? That's a lot going on. In the UFC. What channel that come on anyway? Man, I always miss that. So her cousin, I know Hayward got a nephew cousin. He make wrestling suits. And y'all want to wrestle? No, he do. He made some wrestling suits. What he do? Oh, his cousin slapped Vince McMahon. Y'all believe a nigga slapped Vince McMahon? What was his name? I know he'll let a white man do it. I don't know about no coon. But there's a lot of them. So any of y'all just look. Kids, don't let it discourage y'all. Y'all still got time in y'all life to make up lies about your future. So y'all still young. Take these stories that people put out here now, and you can create way better stories than this. So don't be discouraged. Your time coming, okay? Y'all get up here one day and get to raise your hand, man. Just think of some stories y'all want to come up with. Y'all got them? Malcolm makes you to walk you to the store and stuff like that. Just make up that. Anybody question these people, so you better get away with your stories too. Okay? Yes, sir. Then we stand there down the Martin Luther King. That was somebody else we knew. Yeah. I remember him one time walking down the street. Cause I remember saying somebody he had a dream or something like that, and I was just waking up too. But one time, I think I met him. Didn't you meet Dr. Martin Luther King back in 1965? That was Hayward. Remember that one time you said you let Dr. King wear one of your jackets and it was too short. You remember that? That was you Hayward. Yeah, it was Hayward. That was Hayward. Do you know anything about Hayward? You used to live next door to Dr. Martin Luther King in South Carolina. How many of y'all heard Dr. Martin Luther King was raised up in South Carolina? On the beach. Hayward, put that in the thread. We're going to tear it down tonight. It's rough. Y'all some good people. We appreciate the Samoans and Africans and Nigerians. I didn't know how multicultural we was. You really don't know people. Anybody else? Is there anybody here? Oh, here we go.
Oh, she got a bunch now.
She got a bunch of. You got a story. Come on. Give us one of them. Come on. I know it's something. I heard the key. What you got? Tell us.
Oh, no, I was just trying to make sure it's okay.
Tell us. I'm just scared. What? What's something we need to know?
I can't remember any of them.
Yeah, you remember. You remember something. What you remember? What you remember?
She was best friends with Bill and Bill's daughter.
Oh, yeah, her Bill. Best friend, her Bill. Oh, Ludacris, your first cousin. What cousin is it? Oh, yeah, she's a big-time drug dealer. You was a big-time drug dealer. Yeah. She told me about that. She said, oh, preacher, I'm from them streets. I just slang. I said, you sell dope? She said, yeah. She said, one time, she said, yeah, I had a book bag, 7 till down, slinging weed. I said, what you doing? She said, I had two dime bags in, and they were smelling so loud, I was scared I was going to get put out of the basketball team, so I didn't sell them. I said, oh, yeah, you notorious drug dealer. Definitely a dangerous drug dealer. 2 dime bags in there, you never sold them. Then Hayward was a drug dealer, too. He sold some weed one time. And the guy got sick. He threatened to have Hayward locked up by the health department. Hayward got the business. Hayward, didn't somebody shut you down? What, the health department, because people were getting sick down there? Police didn't get, they just turned them over to the health department. What happened? That man said he didn't. How she set you up? He said he think you put hay inside of his little bag. Listen, all right, we got to get ready to move forward. Listen, y'all out the chain, we got to keep our eye out. Make sure if it's something you done we don't know about, please put it in the thread so we can review it. Don't just jump up here and pop it out on public TV like this, because we don't know. Did you make a call and find out where you're from? Yeah, we want you to make the call while you're here. You don't know about the phone number. Call Nigeria, somebody know you. Cause of my name, Dash. You didn't know about the bin? Where I've been? Yeah, just call in and tell them. Yeah, they probably know you. But so Thompson wouldn't come to Nigeria down, granddaddy. That was your granddaddy's sister. So she wanna. Hold on for a minute. There's a lot of mamas around here. So you were named after your mom's side. Your dad's last name is not Thompson. Okay. So the African name, what's the Nigerian? Does he have a Nigerian last name? Did he have one? It's a regular slave name from Nigeria. What you saying? Kerry said he ain't going. Kerry said we'll review it after that. We'll look it up. We're gonna do that. What we'll do, somebody get some of his spit, we're gonna send to Oprah Winfrey on ancestry.com. They'll find out where you're from. All right, we're going to get ready to sign a card. So get ready for ancestry.com. You too, humpback. Ain't that right? He's from the whole tribe. Locking them holes. I wish I had the locking them whole tribe. All right, come on, sign the card. Y'all out the chain. All right. Oh, let's see something. Let's see something. Anything we know about you, Karen? We know about Aunt Levon laughing. We had to wait to find out about the son. Sitting at the dinner table. A lot of stuff out here. All right, let's look at this, y'all. The goal, always primary first. Let's make sure we get this right, salvation. All right? Let's look. This is Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before Nikatab Talamidas, so that through endurance and through the Nakum or the Ketubim, we might have Tikva.
That's two. Let me see. Let's look at something. Let's see. I don't know what come to my mind. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me see what Romans 6:1 says. Let's see. What shall we continue in sin? That's 6 and 1. Roman. What's that come to my mind? All right. Listen. Don't forget, whatever was written aforetime was written for our learning. That we, through patience, which is endurance, nakum, comfort, of the writings, we might have tikva, which is accord, or an expectation, wait. This is something we want to look at. I think where people kind of get crossed up at, and we kind of keep in a state, like when I plow, I always plow to Yahuwah, forgive us for thoughts, anything we've done, past or previous. These are not things that we're supposed to just do for the act of doing them, because he came to mut, die for our kataim, which are our sins. We need to understand that what he gave us was the opportunity to walk in newness of kai. It was not a liberty that we should go and we should commit kata, sin. And when you take on that type of mentality, you kind of bring the kana alahim to shame or put it in vain. We talked about before in the 6th chapter of the book of Abari, that they'll call Hebrews. He talked about how it's impossible for those who were once enlightened and tasted of the Shamaim Baraka gift and were made a partaker of the powers to come, and if these should fall away, to renew them again unto repentance, seeing that they crucify Yahushua afresh and bring him to an open shame. So our goal is to always make sure of that we stay in compliance, that we don't come along to violate it again. Violation should have been our old past behavior. That's the whole purpose of becoming a new creature and how we should walk now. But if we still continue in the same thing we used to do, then change hadn't happened. Therefore, salvation is not something that that actually fits you. When the book even told us about how you should, a woman, how she's supposed to submit herself to her husband in the book of Colossians. Everybody remember what it says? Fit. As it's fit. You know when something fit. You see some people, either it's too tight, it's too, you say it don't fit you. So he told us a certain standard a woman should should have when she has somebody over her, rule over her. So he told us to submit us as it's fit in Yahuwah. And so at that same point, we want to make sure we're watching and we're mindful of making sure we're not violating when he told us this. So this is Romans 6 and 1. Listen what he said.
What then shall we say? Shall we continue in kata so that Khan may increase?
See that? Think about it. It was because of our kata, our sin, that the favor was granted. That's what you look at. Somebody give you favor. You'll see people something. You say, oh, you didn't get that. It's because they like you because you got that. Sometimes we say about people grades or how people, oh, it's because they like you, or you kiss up because you got it. So there's a rationale to why you obtained it. When it comes to salvation, no one has ever done it by works. It's all been by Khan. It's been by favor. Y'all got it? It's because he favored the Abad that he favored the Benin. Okay? So that's how we understand how we got it. The book even told us, for by Khan are you, and not of yourself. It is the Baraka. It's the gift of Elohim. He said, lest any man boast. Y'all got it? He said, not of works. These are things we all need to consider. None of us at our best could have ever achieved it. This is things that people say that they don't actually think about. All of our righteousness is as filthy rags. So what is he saying? Say it again. Your best still does not amount. How do you interpret that? No matter what you do, you'll never reach or achieve. I can't hear you. Okay. How do you, all our righteousness are as filthy rags. Y'all familiar with that statement? How do you interpret that? Abraham, tell us about Abraham. He received it by promise. 4th chapter. 4th chapter of the book of Romans tell you about Abraham. He's talking about what Abraham had found. And talk about if it was a work. if it had not been of what Elohim had gave it to him, of the favor. But let me, what you're saying kind of off topic, but I kind of follow what you're saying. You're using Abraham. When he told us about all our righteousness are as filthy rags, it's because you had to pay attention to what he told in the book of Romans, the 10th chapter. When he told you, I king, my heart's desire and palau to Elohim is that for Yashra that they might, for I bear them record of, but not according to, for they being ignorant of, they being ignorant of, and gone about and have not. You know what people are taking in their mind now? Whatever you do is a filthy rag. He was talking about anything you do of yourself. He could have never told you that if you're complying with the Torah. That makes absolutely no sense. So a lot of times people you'll hear people, have you heard people say that? Well, all our righteousness anyway, that's why he talked about, he separated the difference. The difference was with their ignorance, not knowing what was right by Elohim. Whatever they were doing to themselves was their ignorance. And that's not what he established. So therefore, your righteousness would be as a filthy rag. You can't do Elohim's will and say, my righteousness is a filthy rag, or his righteousness. And a lot of times people, kind of misapply statements or things that they say, not realizing he's not talking about what he wills you to do. He's talking about what you try to do that goes contrary, or something you might try to do of your own to try to measure up. It'll never work. Like he told you about not being overly righteous. See that? So if you're overly righteous, that's his, that's yours. Y'all not overly wicked, that's yours. Y'all got it? So he started to let you know there's a boundary level with everything. I mean, I'm wrong, it don't make no difference. Y'all heard people say, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But he told you not. So if that's the case, why would he tell you to be not overly wicked? That's right. You can go too far with a thing. You can put yourself too far to be in a state where you can't get repentant. So putting us there, it gives you a measure to realize there needs to be something that grounds you at a point. I was with people did a whole lot of things, but there was certain things that grounded me, realize I couldn't do that. Right. I'm just being honest. Listen, when I tell you I have lived with the devil, I'll tell y'all no lie, I live with him. I've done some stuff. Listen, we done some stuff. That's the thing you realize, I can't do that though. I'm just being honest. I done some stuff, but there's some stuff I couldn't do that. I'm telling you, now I see people don't care. Listen, don't nothing faze them. Listen, they won't think twice about it. It won't even faze them. Y'all hear me? Won't even faze them. That's just bottom line. They just don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they at. So you got some people who don't realize there's a level of how far you can get out there before he can bring you back in. Y'all got it? And that's what we're trying to make sure we ain't gone too far out here. Now he's trying to tell us, because you'll get the Christian antics that'll tell you how, he paid for our sins, our before sins and our present sins and the sins we're going to commit, right? Our future sin. People tell you that. But then this is why he said, what then shall we say? Questioning. Shall we continue in sin so that grace may increase? Concede faith? He said, because think about it. Think about the mentality. Through my sins, my unrighteousness, I've obtained salvation. And everybody want to be saved, ain't it? So why not just keep sinning so I can stay saved? Because that can be the mentality that Satan will give you. So that's why he's telling you, what shall we say then? Shall we continue? Because he's just gone over telling you from the statement, I've gone over explaining you how through the fall through our ignorance, how he came and he redeemed us. He came and reestablished us. So some people's mentality might be, then if I continue, then it's a need for him to keep me saved. I can't keep saving you keep doing wrong. Y'all got it? There's a limitation, and at some point you got to get where you can stand. And I appreciate the information, because it doesn't give it people that read it, and in their mind, it may say to continue to do it, because that's what he died for. He didn't die for we do to continue. He died so he do it. When he did it once and for all. You got to remember the premise of why. Whenever there were sacrifices, zabak, rendered before, it was because of error. Okay? It was because of error. So whenever you committed it, you were stating that there was knowledge that wrong had been done. If I brought the sacrifice, the zabak, according to the Torah of what I've done, aren't I admitting that I know what I did? What am I saying? I'm consenting to the law because the Torah has told me this behavior is wrong. This is what you bring for this behavior. I go and bring what's for the behavior. I'm admitting I've done it. And I know what to do for it. Now to continue to do it, then there's still a remembrance, there's still a behavior, there's still a pattern of doing. This is the problem he had. All I'm getting, he looked at is a bunch of dead animals. I'm not getting, what I put in here to say, this is the makeup for what you've done, whether in ignorance or in intelligence. The fact that you'll keep coming back is to tell me at that point you're willfully doing it. It'd be different you come, you don't even know. I'm not, you say, hey, listen, you say, oh my goodness, listen, I didn't even know I'd done that. You got what I'm saying? Versus I'm doing, I already know I studied for it. You said, so now, is this a willful act? Is this a willful act? And that's what you start looking at. You got people that went from ignorant to willfully committing. That's why we just can't afford to keep staying in the same state that we've been in, okay? Let's see what he said on there. See that 1026 of the book of Abari. I got people that feel like they're clever. Sinners are not clever. They're really not. In your mind, you can't be. Because if he got you caught up in the book, then how could you be clever? It'd be different you commit something. We'll do 25, 26, I think I won't. It'd be different you do something we can't find it inside the writings. But the writings got you for you committed it, meaning he already had knowledge of what man can do and commit. That's why he set all these boundaries, he put these things in place. I know what you're going to commit. You're a man. I already know what you commit. Then I'm trying to get you to get away from thinking as a carnal man and get you to start thinking more of a ruach nebim. You know what I'm saying? A spiritual type mind. Spiritual minded meaning you'll be thinking more word minded. Looking at this is not profitable. Y'all got it? Let's see. Listen.
And not forsaking our assembling together, as is the custom of some, but encouraging one another, and the most as ye see the yom approaches.
You see that? He said not forsaking. Some people, I don't feel like it tonight. You know how it is. Take a break. He understand. He said not forsaking. He said don't take it lightly, our assembling together. For a lot of people, you just be surprised at how much from Shabbat till we got him. There's a lot of incident, a lot of issues, a lot of things coming over where you in a day, in an hour, in a phone call, in an incident, in an accident. And before you know it, don't take long, you'll be out. After a while, when you start to get this as a practice behavior, you start realizing, I don't know how these people making out here. And guess what? They're not. They're not. People just function illiterate.
That's right.
They're like you think people stopping at stop sign. They stopping because they taught them color. They're not stopping because they can read. Change the color sign, they'll keep riding. They'll say, I ain't seen no stop sign. You didn't read stop sign. The color through you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with the word. We don't want to just go in color coding. We want to make sure we read, we understand. Y'all got it. They can paint it white. It say stop, you still got to stop. Stop, I ain't seen no stop sign. You didn't see what you were accustomed to seeing red. The word stop was written on there. And that's what happened when it comes to word. People don't pay attention to that degree. We got to start changing how we do things, okay? So now he just told us not forsaking assembling of ourselves together as the custom of some people are, but encouraging one another, and the most as you see the yom approaching, okay? Listen.
For if we kata willfully,
Wow. When?
after that we have received the knowledge of the amount,
Tell me what happened.
there no more remains a zabak for kataim.
Hold what you got. Well, that's fine. See if that's 5 and 17 of the book. 5 and 11, 12, Yeukanon. See that 5 and 12. Yeukanon, they call it John. For those that say Abarim, they'll call it Hebrews. Listen.
They asked him, who is the Ish that said to you, carry your pallet and halak? The Ish who was healed did not know who he was, for Yahushua had departed, and he went away because there was a large crowd in that Malkum. And it came to pass afterward, Yahushua found him in the bed of the Mashakah and said to him, behold, you are healed. Do not continue to kata, lest something great Rosha than this happens to you.
So, 10:26. Again, please, Abarim. And it's for all of us. Because a lot of us have skated long enough, played long enough, and you haven't realized what detriment. A lot of people fell away from him. Tell you what happened and why people have done that. Because a lot of people don't like the pressure of, I just can't sit around and keep willfully sinning. Typically, that's what Christians do. All you do is just feel bad about it. Because then God know your heart. God know you want to live right even when you don't do it. He knew I wanted to live right when I was fornicating. No, I didn't. I just didn't like the conviction of it. The conviction was I knew where this was going because I come into the knowledge of it. When I told you about I got this state, I started crying, things. I knew what it was. I was saying how I got through drinking, smoking. I was like, and I was saying I wasn't going to do that. I found it was wrong. When I heard 69, I didn't know that was in there. And then I knew, he said, once you know about it, he said sin. He said, you know about it. It's sin. That's why he was able to charge Adam and Ka'ur. In the garden, they call Eve. I don't know who Eve is unless you put some in front of it. And the women should know more about that than anybody. Some of Eve, in it. Massengill, don't worry about it. But anyway, it just gets to a point that once you got the knowledge of it, that's why he told her, of the ox, the tree, of tube and rosha, the you eat of it. How am I forgive you when you do that? You took your life in your own hand. People, think about it. People say, well, in the garden they were innocent. They weren't innocent. It makes no sense to put innocent people out and punish them to moot if they were innocent. Think about it. That makes no sense. We out here, why are we serving a man that punishing innocent people? That makes no sense. Why would people of color blame white people for anything they're doing if the man is sentencing innocent people to death? Because they're not innocent. They weren't innocent in the garden. Y'all hear it? They weren't innocent. What we're gonna? He just told you, if you sin willfully, after you come into the knowledge of the Amat, they'll remain. So what was it gonna offer?
Nothing.
Tell me something. They could have, what, 2 turtle doves? What are they gonna offer? 5 loaves of bread and a partridge and a pear tree.
Nothing at all.
Y'all understand what you're hearing in right here in 1026. You're in the same state they were in. Yeah. What you gonna say? What you gonna say? I'm like they was in the garden. I'm ignorant. How you were ignorant? You were told not to. And the serpent, the curse clearly asked her, has he said you want, she said, he said, not only we ain't supposed to eat it, we ain't even supposed to touch it, lest we. So when he come, what repentance I got? You just, so you know I told you that. What your parents gonna do? They told you. I told you, don't talk in class. Keep your mouth closed, Ted. Don't be in school talking. You're not talking, and what you gonna tell? I was talking. What are you gonna say? Well, at least you honest. I ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna beat the piss out you. Yeah, I know I told. What did I tell you? But and you start talk. Don't stutter now. Scout. That make it work. Cause you look at when he come back here. It's because you were told. Get out of your mind that it's okay to go and keep transgressing. The man is coming back here with much pot. He's not coming back for no repentance. That's it. The man told me I'm not having no repentance and no mosh pot. You've been told. If we could talk
willfully after that we have received the knowledge.
Can we see what willful is? We have probably look at willful. The root at willfully. Will probably, it might take a root to will. I don't know. Or willful. Something I show willfully, let's say. Of immoral or illegal act of omission. Intentional, deliberate. If we sin willfully. Y'all see that? Intentional. Intentional, I'm going to tell you a lie. Intentional, I'm going to take something from you. That's why we're going over this, y'all. We got to cover every base and make sure we get this right.
That's right.
Because a lot of things we've been thinking, well, I ain't really lied to him. He said, if you do it willfully, deliberately, intentionally, he said, I don't see giving no repentance for that. That's why we're here to get this right. That's what he came for, to get us to a real understanding. Because this ain't something we think about like that. Even for me, a lot of stuff we don't think a lot of. And now he bringing us back into, why were we so lax to think it wasn't a serious matter? That's why so many people died before. Because people need to see it was a pressing matter. The number of people, when you kill 23,000 people in one day for an act that you look at, that was an act I was finna do, or that's an act I've done. And 23,000 people just died. Where did it put you at? Whew. Exactly. The man who sat there 38 long years trying to get healed and never got it, and then all of a sudden it come. What state of mind you think him? Yeah, I probably go and do me a little something wrong as soon as I leave him. And he came there, he reconfirmed it to him. He said, if you do it again, something worse going. You thinking, 38 years I've been suffering. Something worse than this? I'm good. I'm good. But everybody need that mindset. If we don't get that intelligence, that mindset, you ain't gonna get right. And you need to know that. Don't let these folk fool you to my see, Jesus got, I don't frankly care what Jesus came to do. I care what about Yahushua and what Yahuwah stated. Jesus is another form that they give us. Jesus is an advocate for people to continue to live wrong. That's how they gave him to us. Jesus is a cover-up. Yahushua ain't no cover-up. He said, I can't listen. He said, what done the door, I can't put in the light. He said, everything done the door. That's why, and it made sense. When he came here, he said, wasn't not anything made without him that was made. It was light. He said, I put, nothing gonna be done. He said, I put everything in the light. Y'all got it? And this is what we're trying to make sure we understand, because I know there's snags that we all get held up with. There are little things that come, things you try to rationalize, you try to wrestle to figure out. But it is as plain as it sounds, and you can believe nobody can do it. That's a lot. You just got to take your time and be mindful of what you're doing. Because the way right, he ain't asking you to do nothing you can't do. You just got to fight past the person you used to be. Let me tell you where your hardest struggle come from. Your hardest struggle come from you not changing the person you are. People say, it's hard on me. It's hard because you can't be who you used to be. When you get out of realizing the person you used to be is the person that got you in the state you in. They ain't the person you want to be anymore. You can't continue. That's why he talking about. So shall we continue in it? That they con me about, which means they realized, and it made sense from the mindset of, let's leave, y'all know, let me see that song. 15:4. See if that Beth Mal Akeem, they call it second king, see that 15:1. We can cut that heat down too. Appreciate it, we were heating up pretty good. It was a little chilly. How about you hot? Think about Africa? I know if I was fresh from Africa, I'd be hot too. I'm just killed off all these one generation people. I didn't know I had all these one. How many more of y'all here one generation American? It's tight. You're the first person in your family to be an American. That's good. I like to think I know y'all. Oh, that ain't the air you cut on, is it? You ain't gonna cut off. You just cut the heat off. I didn't want to cut the heat off. Thank you. How do? Let's say. Dabari Hayamim. Beth. They call it Second Chronicles. Dabari Hayamim. What I want. So, okay, I went too far. 15, let's see, 1. Let's see. All right, listen.
And the Ruach of Elohim came on Azariah, the Ben of Oded, and he went out before Asa and said to him, Shama to me, Asa, and all Yehuda and Benjamin, Yahuwah is with you when you are with him. And if you seek him, he shall let you find him. But if you forsake him, he shall forsake you.
So let me ask you a question. The book says, seek ye Yahuwah while he may be found. How would I seek him? Hands. Hakeem, anybody? How? Dwight? Ra'ah. Call his name. What you gonna say, Jahid? I was basically gonna say it's gonna have to be inside his word. I wasn't really looking for something outside, but I mean, you could take what y'all said, for the Ra'ah teaching, and these are things you would have to look at pattern, and these are things you would have to look at doing, really examining the heart, really examining the mind, and then examining, the will. All those things are gonna be really important for anybody that tried to seek him, because we people do it, and it won't be with their whole heart. The whole law, the whole mind. And that's why a lot of times people don't feel like they get the results. Or people that try to seek him, but you'll still be in the same state you're in. Y'all got it? You'll still be in the same state. If you even look at like the Rosh Kohan, the person that would go in that would see Yahuwah, what would they have to do? Offer up. Wash themselves. They had to wash themselves. What else would they have to do? Change their clothes. They would have to change their clothes. And even when you look at the state of mind, because they would have to tie a turban around their head. So you look at the state of mind of a person. Everything about them would have to change. And you'll look at, they would have to bring something that would be acceptable. All that would be done. We'll just come as we are, as they say. Like, and those churches, those phrases are dangerous. A lot of people say, you know, come as you are. So people just get casual with clothes, but it's not the clothes, it's the heart. But originally, if you look, it was about them changing the whole outer appearance. All the things that we see people do there are just totally different than they would have done. It would never just come as y'all rag. It was never their state, you know, because it was a form of them understanding about changing and being renewed. So we come in, that's not there. We come in, what it is, I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get through. They couldn't come in with that state of mind. It's not acceptable. When they came to Yahukanan's immersion, he told them folk, he called them a generation of Nakash, vipers, and asked them who warned them to flee from the wrath to come. And he explained them to bring forth pari that was meet for repentance. Meaning they knew enough and should known enough about the Torah to know, what does he accept? What does he accept? See if that 35 and 1 of the book of Rashid, 35 and 1. Y'all get ready to put your monies out, so I have a brief one. Who are willing with y'all. I need to get my phone out of there, please, too, also. 35. Wow. Rashid. This is Rashid, 35 and 1. Listen.
Then Elohim said to Yaakov, Kum, go up to Bethel and Kai there.
So
and
go, he told him to go to the house of Elohim and do what?
And Kai there.
And stay there.
And make an altar there to all.
See that? Can we look up what an altar is? Now, we'll look at it from both angles if we could. We'll look at, okay, altar. That's the wrong one, isn't it? No, that's the wrong. I'll put an 8 behind the 10. All right. Altar. Oh, no. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look about no Christian church. A table or a flat top block used as a focus for a religious ritual, especially for making sacrifices about or offerings to a deity. Y'all hear that? Okay. So I want to look at it. And he told him to go there and make, now listen, he was going to have to make a place that you go in and that you sacrifice to him. They're going to put a deity. So you want to leave open the paradise, or leave open the thing that whatever, you can do this to any Elohim, any gods, which you can, but we're staying to what he want him to do, which means the one that's for Elohim is set and designated to a certain purpose. Y'all got it? So he told him to go to the Beth of Elohim, get up, and I want you to go to the Beth, my house, stay there. And I want you to make there an altar, a place where you will do zabak to me. Okay? Let's say, listen.
Who appeared to you when you fled from the Pani or your Ak, Asu.
So now I want to make sure that we know who you doing this toward. The one you sought when you fled for refuge. Y'all got it? When you fled for refuge, when your life was hanging in doubt, because your Ak was going to kill you, because you stole their birthright. That Elohim, that's who I want you to make. I'm the one who you sought And you start to recognize when your life was on the line. When your behind was finna get killed, you sought me. And I kept you through the whole time you went here, and you went through all this stuff in the Beth of Laban. And you got out and he pursued you. And I'm the one that kept him from doing harm and hurt to you. And now I got you to this point, I'm telling you, I want you to go, get up, and I want you to go to my house. And I want you to build there an altar, a place where you will offer zabak to me. Listen.
So Jacob said to his Beth and to all who were with him, put away the foreign mighty ones which are among you, and purify yourselves and change your garments.
For what reason?
And let us come and go up to Bethel.
And you came and you didn't change nothing. You ain't put away none of the other stuff that was in your heart. That's other stuff we carry in our heart that belong to other God, other deities. Malcolm. That belong to other deities, and we hadn't gotten rid of it. Because we're so adamant about being who we are, holding on to what we got, and then we see why we don't get the real results to what he wants to do. Because in order for you to go up, you need to be clean. That's the same purpose you see when a Kohan would have came in, he started to follow the pattern. He knew he had to clean. Don't make sense just change your clothes unless you purify yourself. Y'all here in the books that saying you have purified. What was it again? Your nafash. How you do it?
Obeying the might.
And obeying the might through
Unfeigned.
a heart unfeigned. That's how he did it, by stop pretending. He said by stop pretending. See, we be looking at just, you know, the heat of when you get out of being pretending, stop being fake, be real. Y'all got it? He said that's how you purify yourself, by stop. So all these things are contaminated. These are additives just not beneficial to us. And that's what we're trying to work on. Look at what chinks, what defects we have in our armor that keep us from being tamim. And if we don't go over these things and look at them, we'll take them lightly. We not in the book even talk and lie not one to another, kazab not one to another. We'll start looking at how we word, how we say things, and what we do. Because these are things, he said, at that point you become willful. You're willingly doing it. And he said, and it is no sacrifice for that. You start to serve different when you realize I don't have another chance. See, as long as you feel like it don't matter what you do, he forgiven. It don't matter what you do, he faithful to forgive. And you do this on the contingent of you ain't really trying to be honest and change. You're just looking for a cloak, and a cloak don't help you. A cloak don't help you. It really don't. It's just better go ahead and get the thing right, examine yourself for what it is, and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. Because your soul in the line. Only person none of us in can't fool is him. The one person that see through every one of all the clothes, jewelry, bras, t-shirts, anything we got is him. He said, I see you for who you are. And he give all us an opportunity to make these changes. Because at the end of the day, it won't be no excuse when they come in here for my spot. This is our chance to make sure we get it right. A lot in out-of-towners, a lot of people, I know they sit back, they get comfortable, and I know what they look at. Well, it be people in Atlanta ain't doing right. That don't justify what you do. As he said, for what is some did not among.
That's right.
He said, that don't make the Amanah Elohim without effect.
That's right.
He said, Elohim say no, let Elohim be true. Let every each be a kazar. Let him be a liar. As it is written. He said, just like written, so you can be justified. Without a judge, you can overcome. You can be clear in your saying, you can be justified and overcome when you're judged. And all right, be justified in your saying, and you can overcome when you're judged. But see, if we don't follow those patterns, you're going to come up into condemnation. That's the whole purpose of the writings coming to us, to make sure we get ourselves out of condemnation. He gave us a fair opportunity to come back by anointing our our eyes, sight, to be able to get knowledge and understand appearances, so we won't find ourselves coming into condemnation. By making sure we get a clear contrast of what it is he has for us to do, that we understand the intent and we start to consider our verbal and we consider the things in our law. Because sometimes a lot of people feel they justified, I just don't say nothing. You're not justified because it's in your heart. Hello? And he told you how critical it is with the heart. That's how a man believes. Mm-hmm. That's why he tried to look at, when he told you Baraka or the, what was in the heart? He said, for they shall see God. They shall see Elohim. These are things we're trying to look at. He said, your heart not pure. You can't see him. Y'all got it? And he only going to be with you if you be with him. So we get that in your mind. The only way to be with him is to be in his word. Because he can't leave his word. He can't do it. That's why he said, I'll never leave you.
What to say?
I can't leave the word. It don't mean you ain't going to go through, but I won't leave you. I won't leave you. Now, if you stay with the word, a lot of time we looking where a lot of our fear coming, because we know we done left. We know we haven't been fully all the way there. And we want to get there when situation, circumstance happen. You got to stop letting situation, circumstances keep being your motivation to get you. If it work for you. But at some point, you got to get to a point to where it's just certain things, the things you should be battling are smaller things. Shouldn't be the same stuff. It just said, I shouldn't be still jacking off. At some point, you just realize I had to get past something. I should be working on other things that I might have that I'm not there. Because we always got things you're going to keep chinking. There's little chinks you got to get out that you might feel like it's not, but the word comes saying, I got to be mindful of that. That's why we got to be Talmud. So the word comes. A lot of us, adultery ain't our end. How many of y'all adultery ain't your struggle? How many of y'all fornication ain't your struggle? Then you ready to meet Yahuwah.
Yo.
See, that's what people look at. How many of y'all drinking ain't your issue? So y'all ready to go to Shamin. Because guess what? It's still other things about us that he has to come through with the word and dissect for us to see the same. Something else I learned about myself. Something else I got to change because I'm trying to be Talmud, which means I'm trying to be complete. Everybody use perfect, but if it's complete, it's not, if you done completed the test, what else is it to do?
Nothing.
But see, when they pick it perfect puts such a big weight on it. Who can be perfect? Complete. If it's complete, it's not, you say you completed the test, you put it down. Why? I ain't nothing else to do. I'm done. That's where we're trying to be when he comes back in or before we leave. We need to be able to put the pencil down saying, I'm done. I'm complete. I'm Talmud. But the only way to do that is for us to go back through and start to examine and find these other chinks all of us have, including me. We all got them, and we're trying to fix them. That's the goal before we get out of here. Out of time, people, stop thinking because you're down, and you watching the camera, and the camera start buffering, reconnect. That's your excuse that you could do anything. You can't. I know people feel like, well, I ain't doing the big stuff. It's the little stuff that's going to catch you up. That's why he said, no, you're not. What was it now? A little leaven. He had to do that. And everybody that knew about making lacam, bread is regular eating. But when the regular eating, you knew it don't take a whole lot of leaven. You ain't got to put a whole stick of leaven and blow up no biscuit. It don't take but a little bit. Just a little bit. And get what he said? It don't take but a little bit of qatar. That's all. A little bit of qatar will mess up everything you're doing. So now we have to go through and re-examine, and which is almost virtually impossible. Now, you even think about this. How many of y'all have made bread before? Biscuits or whatever. How many of y'all put yeast in it? Where you buy the self-rising flour? How many of y'all know how to go in and take the rising flour out? Take the yeast out of rising? You can't. He can't either. You know what he said? He said just make a new lump. You see why it's important? Because it don't make sense. Because if you do that, you'll start thinking you can fix yourself. You can't. He told you that. Even when we read the 5th chapter of 1 Corinthians, he said, cast out the old till you can be a what? He said, if a little leaven the whole lump, you trying to go in and trying to pull out what little piece. He said, that's what he did with us. That's why he said we had to be born. What was it? So you start to realize what that tell you. Sometimes you ever had something you look, you said, dang, I got to throw this whole thing away. That's what he wants you to realize. It's that critical though. And much as you hated it, guess what? I can't use it. I got to throw it away. Some got in it. So you realize, at this point, I just got to get rid of it. And I'm pissed. I hate it. How you think he feel he got to get rid of this whole creation? Huh? As bad as it hurt, as angry as you are, guess what? I can't use it. So what I do, I got to make it new. So he had to come up with a way to show us how to be new. Y'all got it? That's the only way it makes sense, to just make you a new creature. And make it in a sense where, let me see. So he had to make it to where right now, I've been living for 54 years. And everything up till this point will have to be gone behind me and couldn't be recovered. And the only way to do that was to detach me from everything that connected up until that point and start me new from right here. He said, if I count anything back, you're going to still be the same person. I got to do it to where it makes sense and it levels out to just like a newborn baby. How much can a baby just come out the womb right now? How much history can we attach to that baby? Give me time. Right now, come on, how much history the baby got?
2 seconds.
That was about 2 seconds, whatever, that's it. How much, like a week ago? What about early morning? How about lunchtime? Can we account into that, lunchtime? All that time started from once he said, that's what I got to do with you. Once I come in and I seal you and give you the ruach, I start counting from that point. He said, I start counting from when I put the sickle to the wheat. That's when it started counting. He said, I count from the time I cut it away and I separate. That's how you count Ukar Shabur. He said, from the time when you take the Zen, he said, from the time you take it and you put it, he said, start counting. That's when time. They said, what about that time I had now? I can't count it. I got to get to 50. I got to get to 50 days. I can only count from the time I cut. I can't count that. 50 days and some hours from back, none of that counted until I cut. That's the same thing he look at from us. I won't count until I cut you away. I can't count none of your time until I get you away from what you're doing. So all of us have done a long run. And he told me before, you did run. What was it? Well, who did hinder you should not obey the Amat. He said, his persuasion didn't come from him that called you, though. If you ain't been running right, he said, who did it? He said, 'cause it didn't come from who called you. The one who told you to come, he said, that didn't come from me. So it's important for us to sit back and look at this because we're going to have to take a different turn. I'm just being honest with y'all. We got to go through, we're going to start examining some stuff to make sure we all going to be honest and we're going to be right with each other. That's the way, I mean, that's where it starts. They just told you now. If we're doing it willfully now, y'all understand, after that point, where you get your repentance at? He said, don't remain none. It's all gone. He said, I don't have none. That's it. Who we going to use for that? Asu. Who you said? Adam. Tell him about Adam. He was cast out. He ain't have none. No, he already gave you the answer. Asu. I want to see what Kerry going to keep going, but you with him. What you going to use Ali for?
Oh, I thought it was no more sacrifice.
Well, when I'm saying you want to use Asu, because I want to look at when his Asu is who they call Esau. His proper name is Asu. So when Asu came to his father, his Abba, and wanted to know about a Baraka because he had gave it all to Yaakov, he said, sure you got one. He said, I don't have many. He said, I gave everything to him. He said, it ain't remain now. He had got all of it. He said, everything. He said, I gave it all to him. That was it. He said, surely you reserved one for me. He said, I gave him everything. He said, but I'll say this, though. He said, when you done became restless and you break your yoke off your neck, he said, then you'll put him back under subjection under you. That's what Yahushua going to do when he come back here. Peter didn't realize why he came and he became in a bond to you, did he? Yeah. Because when he get restless, he going to break it off. Yeah. And you're going to be serving him. Yeah. That's why Yahushua came with the cup. Think about it. He touched y'all. He said, who is greater? He that sat at meat or he that served? Who the greater? Person sat down eating or the waiter? And he said, I came to you as a waiter. But that's so with Asu. Asu had to serve his brother Yaakov. He said, but when you become restless, he said, then you're going to break his yoke off your neck. And you're going to put him right back in subjection to you. That's what Yahushua going to do when he come back here. He tired of serving us. Everybody going to bow down. That's what he told me when he brought me in there right. He said, let all the hosts of Shamin, he said, shakar him. Everybody adore him. So when he get tired of it, everybody going to get right. When he get up, he tired. It's time for everybody to serve him. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. But you got to be in a certain position. You got to have an understanding. And that's what we're trying to make sure we do. We've been doing things for a long time. It's time to make changes. See, y'all don't realize, I've been wondering how this thing going to go down and how it's going to work. These people have plotted a way on us to where it make a whole lot of sense how that persecution going to come. A lot of y'all going to be outside. A lot of y'all not going to be able to make it. You're not going to be able to weather the storm. I want to tell you no lie. It's just going to be true. And it's going to be so tight, all of you ain't going to make it. He said he don't cut it short. There's no way you could be saved. Let me tell you something. There's no way that the way things are going is sustainable. It's not sustainable for life. These people are purposely kidding our people. The world don't have the resources. What y'all think happen every time these hurricanes and volcanoes and all these earthquakes keep coming through? What, everything start growing? This stuff wiping out vegetation. They're washing out stuff that you need to eat, need to survive, and they're pushing it down to on a remnant. It's gonna get down to the rich. It won't be no middle class. You ain't gonna have a two. Yahuwah been told you that. Ain't but rich and poor. In the 49th chapter of the book of Tahalim, he said, here it is, all ye inhabitants of the Arites. He said, both low, rich, the middle class ain't gotta listen. It's never been a middle class. They just fooled you with one. It's always been rich and poor. That's what he declared. If it's rich and poor, what the middle class gonna do? He ain't even talking to you. Because it's always been two classes, rich and poor. Rich and poor. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it. Let me tell you why you ain't gonna make it. You don't pay attention, you're not good followers. A lot of y'all, over 90% of y'all, you're terrible followers, okay? You're terrible at following direction. But their persecution, they're gonna come in and put all y'all out. They're gonna teach y'all something. You're gonna suffer hard in them streets. They're gonna teach it. That's why y'all terrible. A lot of y'all, you're terrible. You're terrible people. You're terrible people at following direction, at listening and doing and complying kills you. And a lot of y'all gonna suffer for it. That's what it's gonna show you. Your suffering gonna come back on you, it's gonna hurt you. That's why I try to tell y'all before, you gotta mobilize. They're gonna put you out. You can't afford to sustain out here. It's not possible. It's not possible. How you gonna afford to keep rent? What you think, rent gonna drop? Not possible. It's gonna go up. Your pay won't. They're gonna take it up, they're gonna force you out. You're gonna be a beggar, you're gonna be on the outside, he's gonna fix it to where nobody can help you. That's why we gotta really sit down and be honest about examining ourselves where we're at. So we be counting word to escape this. Y'all think it's just gonna happen here? Listen, Ghana and them got over 30-some percent inflation. We at what, 7, 8, they made them? They at 35. Is it pretty bad over here right now, y'all? This at 8. They at 35. They're in a state they can't be recovered. You think they're just gonna be over there? Number 4 in the world we go. These white folks finna wipe out all the resources. They're gonna take everything. You in trouble. Your black face, who gonna do business with you and do something for you? I'm being honest with you. Y'all ain't gonna make it. It's impossible. You can't make it by yourself. It's impossible one person to make it by themselves. Everybody has an allegiance. You explain to me how you gonna make it by yourself. You can't. There's no way you're going to miss. You're going to slip. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to faint. It's too much. Do y'all understand how many moving parts it is in the world? What one person know every moving part? There's some parts moving while you sitting still. There's some stuff working you don't know working against you. And you need an allegiance with people that say, everybody watching everybody back. Y'all don't listen. Y'all should have been done it. It is. It's just piss poor management. And y'all do it for a long time. Now I'm finna get serious. I'm gonna do it. What you been doing? This for everybody. What you been doing? Y'all understand how critically? I got some people on the team. I had them looking for some stuff. Tell them how easy they been, team. Been what? One call. That's it. One call. That's all. Y'all don't even realize these people ain't gonna want to deal with you. Am I making this up? You can offer these people 4, 6 months. Not interested. They're gonna force everybody's hand. Listen, the average eye people are renters. They're gonna force you out. There's no way you can survive and make it. Listen, there's gonna be a contingent after a while. Everybody's gonna have to raise their rent to keep it a certain level to make sense. Everybody's gonna have to raise their number because you're gonna force some people out. And the people that have no allegiance, they're gonna find themselves suffering. They're gonna be out, they'll see it. And what you think gonna happen to crime? Everybody ain't gonna lay down. People got kids, people, listen. And you know what else people gonna do? They'll be crying for death. Death gonna make sense. When you living outside, what you worry about? Keep living? How many of y'all good you can live outside that won't bother you? Let me see your hand. Ain't nobody else like that either. You know when your mind got beat that you good, you just survive outside. That's all, they don't care, it don't matter. And some people gonna look at it just better with a bullet in their head. They're gonna force you out. This is the system. That's just been, this is the world you live in. It's always been this cruel world. But you guys have been so oblivious and you just been going, you've been taking stuff for granted, you've been counting on other people to carry to do it for you. You have been so lazy. You're such a disappointment as a people because we're smarter than what you gotta do. You're lazy, You're lazy. I couldn't imagine in my life if I could be that lazy and relaxed. Listen here, man. I'll steal, I'll kill, I will take to survive. That's it, the law of the jungle. I'll never lay down and do nothing. Last alternative, ain't nobody can have nothing around me. I gotta take it. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that I lay down and I say, I'll just stay, I won't worry about it. He said, they don't despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul. I'll work, I'll make my own way. They get down to it ain't nothing. Somebody gonna have to lose something. Shamshun had a bet to pay. And you know he went to work and busted behind. He worked 80 hours a week to pay his, yes he did, didn't he? He cashed in his vacation time so he could do it. Who know what he did? He took from 30 million to pay a debt. They can say, I'm trying to teach you how to steal and take. No, I'm trying to teach you first to get your survival skill on. These people out here are animals. These people are going to do what it takes for them to survive. I had to try to teach you how to maintain, how you got to get above these people. If you don't get you an allegiance and stand yourself to do, you're not going to make it by yourself. Go ahead and think you're going to make it. You're fine. It's no way, it's not possible that everybody, who can sustain? I just got a phone with somebody, a place, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. 2-bedroom, 1 bath. How much?
17 people.
Dead on the head, $2,200. That's in Kanye. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, $2,200. You need good credit too. You need good credit. They said that's the going rate. $2,200. Y'all know how many black people don't even make $2,200 a month?
That's right.
Let alone, don't make that a month. And you need to make 3 times that to get it. Tell me who is going to affect? White people? See, Hispanic people and Asian people learn how they could bungle up and live together. One nigga need 9 bedrooms. 9 bedrooms and 15 bathrooms. He leave a little pee in each toilet. They pushing us to that point. They done pushed it because we got greedy, we had eyes, we ran, we went out, we never calculated. These people been calculating for a long time. It's too many people. Listen, think about this. People ate from PPP, people ate from SBA, and everybody, the numbers just, listen, nobody went to work. Yep. You went to places, can't work. I can't find no worker. Nobody. You working now. When you look at how much you got to pay with that rent, how many days you can miss you got a $2,200 a month rent? I probably work this week, take off next week. I probably just do a week a month. Them niggas working 7 days, 8 days a week to keep up with $2,200. And what you think gonna do is cost of living go up. Let me see, they cut oil by 2 million barrels a day. 2 million barrels a day. So gas should go up what? Probably about 5 cents. It gonna crash the economy. When you can't afford to drive, most of y'all can't afford $5 of change for unleaded gas. $6. You're done. You have to get rid of your car. And you still got your $2,200 rent you got to pay. Y'all see these folks, listen, these folks have, and these preachers not wanting these people to tell them, this is the worst time. This is why these mega churches are finna get the hurt. Because most of their members can't afford it. Because guess what happened? They have a pastor they can't talk to. Security not letting you come to the talk. Pastor got to go, man of God business, okay? You can't bother man of God with that. That's not the man of God. You can't come to man of God work. Okay, leave the man of God alone. Let the man of God work. Leave the man of God alone. Because he don't want to know. You will never make a news story that you will tell him, my pastor knows I'm homeless. I talked to my pastor, and he going to be able to tell them, you talk to me? I know you. I mean, kind of, sort of. I told one who, I don't know that dude's name. That news story, and I already love. Okay, we got a liar and an idiot. These people are planning on putting you out. They got to get workers. And then it came back, they backfired. When all these people walked out their money, you're going to suffer. It's going to be hard. But he already told what's going to happen. Y'all put your hearts in these people. You ran and you spent like these people. We're going to take care of you. These people don't care nothing about you. You'll see. A lot of them people got to walk off. A lot of them members they need to go sleep right at their church where they put their money at. They need to stay on them steps and let the news story come out and see him. And he's going to run. He's going to run. He's going to move. He's going to leave them there. Because this is the allegiance that they made. They sat there and they bought them lies, and then them lies got to come back on everybody now. They effed up everything. They effed up everything. They bought Family Life Center. That's what he's going to let them stay in that Life Center. He's going to let them sit there and they're going to suffer. Y'all going to see, people going to have to come to the mott. Only problem is, we ain't taking everybody. I ain't going to tell them, no, I'm not taking them. No, not interested. No. I probably got room for probably 2 people at most. I had to get rid of somebody. Who ready to go so I can take 2 new members? Anybody need a letter read? Who need a letter read? All right, I know letter read. I'm being honest, you can't. I try to tell folks, you take on people's life. You take on everything about them. And don't you think these churches are finna get involved with that? They know them folks finna power, they ain't get what they finna do. Shoot. Y'all gonna see it's gonna be hard for all of them. Them people done sat there and put their heart to come. These people don't care nothing about you. It's just critical. They don't care. I teach y'all every time. I just started talking about that. About how to put up and how to do it. I just started talking about that. Shame on me. I should have been saying something about that. I just started talking about allegiance. I'm telling y'all gonna see all of these comfortable rent. You're gonna find out they're gonna burn you real quick. When these people go back and do their number, y'all don't think these rented people looking at how much people getting? Why you think you put a place up for $2,200? 1 bathroom, 2 beds. All you do is let everybody else stuff get full. Where you going? Got to think. Even Yahushua they had to go stay in the barn. There ain't no room in the inn. You got to find somewhere to stay, ain't you? These folks gonna force y'all hand. When I tell y'all how serious it is, how crooked it is, y'all got to start getting yourself together. Now start a thread. That's it. That's it. I'm just being honest. I need y'all to focus in. If y'all don't, you're going to be outside. It's critical. These people don't care nothing about y'all. Listen, it's designed. They need slaves. I told y'all, too many black people. Y'all niggas in too many good-looking cars. Y'all niggas wearing too much stuff. Y'all niggas in too many high-end restaurants saying, it's got in. It places, you supposed to ride down the street and look and say, whoo, oh, they can't get there for their car because you got them. It's 5 more than red light bound. They said too much of them. It's too much of them. They need broke down, smoking, walking. I need niggas at the bus stop. I need niggas like that right there. That's what they need, niggas at the bus stop. Boy, you better time you ride in the car, but the parking lot stop. As soon as you look at that, something else done roll through. And then it ain't no white folk, it's niggas. And you think they been watching that? You think them 7 ain't looking at who they sending these calls to? It's more of our faces. We're in places we shouldn't be. It's no reason for no, listen, there ain't never no reason it should be no 2, 3 niggas at no Rolls Royce dealership at no same time. Never. Okay. Why y'all think it ain't one right here? You go to Alpharetta. Because you know who supposed to be up there, don't you? And they looking around here, and guess who there? Nigga getting it. Nigga dropping down $20,000 cat. They trying to figure out. I ain't got $20,000. This nigga just put $20,000 and then put some rims on it. I'm going to come back and get it later. Listen, them niggas have rims brought to the dealership. Put them on, I don't even want to put them on there. Them niggas looking at it. This nigga just bought this car and had some rims brought to us to put on this car. And left it and leave and come back and get it. Now, folks, and y'all think these white folks been good with that. Your salesman been good with it. Even if it's a nigga say, you think he good with that. He look at that. I ain't got $20,000. I can't buy no rim for no car. And this nigga just put down and got this car. Too many of y'all doing it. They're going to make you pay for it. They'll make y'all pay for your procrastination. I've been told y'all, you got to stop thinking the way you think. We got to form a nation. I told y'all I'm working. I'm always working. This don't ever stop turning. I'm calculated every time. I'm staying ahead of that white man. I know his system. Y'all will see. Y'all listen. Why you ain't been thinking? You been playing. Just let me just make what I can make to just get on by and get through. You finna be sitting outside. That's their system. These people don't care about you. Let's just think about it. Is it their responsibility? We're supposed to care for ourselves. We can't afford to let nobody care about us. I can't afford waiting no white man. You think I want, listen, I voted for Herschel Walker, and I told the people when they text me, that's my dummy. I need that dummy in there. I let them know clearly he's a dummy. I don't need no warlock. I don't need no witches. I don't need no goblins in there, okay? I need that dummy. He's not going to do nothing. I just need a block. This is a chess move. You sacrifice a man to make a move. So you know what? These bastards got to crown me. I got to make calculated moves. It's business. I got people. I got to look at business moves. I need to separate them. I can't have too many people in power of the same one. I can't have a Democrat Senate and a Democrat president. They're dangerous. I need the House. I need certain play calculated. I got the checkbook out their hand. I work that at least. I help work to make sure they ain't got that checkbook. Pass all you want to. You got to come to their house, and the house said, that ain't going to work. We're not signing that check. When he had the house, look where my money going. Ukraine. Nothing for a nigga. Money stud out the door, buying stupid stuff. Gay operation. Homosexual textbook. Same-sex marriage. I need somebody saying, we're not signing that check. The house said we're not. Most of them don't know that. The house signed checks. I had to pay attention. You got to start. See, let me tell you why another reunion could dish you in. Because they told you don't vote. I'm with them. All of them right. Ain't one of them clean. But you have to start getting your candidate, start learning how to block these people, because these people making legislation and bills that affect you. You think it's mostly white people going to be on the street? If it was, you think you can get away with $2,200 a month? It's going to be you, nigga. It's going to be me, nigga, on that street. They going to protect white people. They'll be. What y'all think will happen? Let me tell you what happened. What y'all think Section 8 finna do? Section 8 done went from paying $600-700 a month, $2,000-3,000 a month. How many folk can afford on that system? Oh, that's what you going, affordable housing. Probably ain't no line for that, huh? What y'all figure? Probably 2 or 3 people down if you leave right now? Damn, force your hand. I told you, lazy. Y'all mess around. Y'all follow these ignorant people. You can't listen to these stupid people out here. Follow me when I tell y'all to make moves. Get your play. Set yourself up. Use your head. You have to make a legion. Okay. They let these people. Who been in the military? Who been in the military? They didn't take y'all in no room and make y'all put y'all hand at you. They couldn't have made y'all win no room. Did they make y'all do that? And y'all had to raise y'all right hand. What y'all had to say? Y'all remember the words? And you can't leave till you do it. Why would I give you a gun and let you go and you won't swear no allegiance? Why would I say, I'm going to give you access to my training. I'm going to give you access to my weaponry, how to shoot, how to hide, how to do other stuff, combat maneuvers, how to drive equipment, how to operate radios and other stuff, how I communicate, and you have no allegiance? That's amazing. How many of y'all done pledged before? What you do, just walk in the door? What you walk and say? I pledge, I'm here and I join. Got to run you through the boot camp. Got to make you swear to stuff. Come on, you want me to have your back and I'm going to call you brother. You ain't even done that. You ain't even sworn no allegiance or nothing. You ain't went through. Come on. Man, walk straight in here, Mason. Not at all. Everybody, man, it's stuff you got to do. It's oath you got to take. Why these people, what y'all, let me ask something. That's, how many of y'all against all this joining this stuff and these allegiances? Y'all be honest, raise your hand. Where y'all at? Good. Because Yahuwah swore oath to Abraham. You don't want none of this either. That's what he told you in 1:6. He said the oath that he swore to Abraham. How you going to come in? So let me, you die, I'm going to take care of all your kids. And me and you ain't got no kind of oath, no pledge. Abraham getting ready to die. Do me a favor. You work for me. Hypothetical. Do me a favor. Put your hand on my thigh right. Just put your hand right. Swear before Elohim that you won't. That man said, I'm finna die, leave my house. He made his obligation. Put your hand under my thigh and swear. I want you to shabbat to Elohim that you will not let my kid take one of these people. See that? Y'all against the oath. I'm with y'all. Don't take none of them. His either. Because every time we pull out, we talking about the oath he shoppered to. Otherwise, what agreement do we have? I don't have. What agreement do I have with Elohim outside of the one to Abraham? Yasakaki, he want to know, where did you get this from? Why do you think the other people got oath? Skull and bone. Everybody got oath. And get what y'all have? Loose nigga. Loose nigga saved. It's beautiful. Where y'all buy it from? That's why it's failing. It's a dying breed. Anything you're going to do, you're going to swear an oath to it. Everybody that got something working, they got an oath to it. Okay. Don't worry about it. You're president, you just win. Once you get the vote, you walk in there. They said, huh? What you got? You got to do what? Come on, for real? I'm finna let you walk in here. You finna get the keys. You finna have the power. You finna have the vote. You finna fly planes. They got military. You over, listen, anything you say, go to war. We finna run out behind you. Swear oath. Swear oath to us. I don't know what y'all thinking. How y'all think that little nigga stuff working? Nobody does what y'all guys do. You are going to commit something if you're going to be a part of something. There's nothing out here working. Oh, yes. You can go ahead. I tell you what, go join Blood and Crip. They let you just come in too because you got on blue. They're going to beat you down. They're going to make you learn the language. You're going to learn the hand sign. You're going to understand all the rules of what they do. And when you miss them, you're going to get punished for them too. It's so old. Everybody make you swear an allegiance, you're going to do something. How y'all loose nigga keep thinking your stuff working? It don't work. Loose nigga long gunman don't work. There's never been a long gunman that have came and took out a bunch of people. They eventually get you, Ted Kaczynski, everybody else, you done. Long nigga don't make it no more. Them days been over. You don't have to swear an allegiance. Y'all hear me? Mind the Elohim. Huh? And the only way I make it to him, he want to look at, how did you get that deal with me? I said, according to the one you shoppered to Abraham and Yasakal, your code. That's the one he recognized. That man want to know how I come in. I just can't, how you come in? That tight. These folks just come in any kind of way they want to. That's beautiful. I like that. Just do it on in high, huh? Any old high just work. How y'all think all this stuff out here working? You can't just walk in and come. Everybody got an oath they got to swear. You can't just come get in the Senate. All these people under something. Why y'all think these people run, all these people orchestrate the work the way? How you think you're going to operate and you have no commitment? Well, that's it. Well, I ain't going to bore y'all no more. We done talked long enough. I'm just trying to help y'all out. I don't want you to make no fool out yourself. At the police now, do they have a brother in blue? What that is? What commitment they got to each other? Huh? Everybody got a brotherhood. The firemen too, ask them. Say, y'all ain't got no kind of oath and see don't they have. Go ask the Navy SEAL, do they have one? Huh? We ain't talking just to them, I'm talking to the SEAL team. To them brother, right? How committed they got to be to each other. Football do the same thing. Y'all play, when you play football, when somebody jumped, fought one of the guys, y'all set back, that's that nigga there, ain't it? Crip, you went a different color here. When you went, y'all were like that, somebody jumped on one of y'all, defense got to fight with somebody, offense, whatever, y'all, nobody else get involved. Everybody said, let them nigga have it. Why y'all do that? Look, everybody know that. Nobody do that. Get what these niggas. Listen, I'm by myself. I know, nigga. It shows. It shows, too. By yourself, that's how far you go. You can't make it out here. Let me tell you something. You make it out here, you got to learn how to make allegiance. That's how you move out here. These people beat you out. Everybody out here make it. You'll see. You'll never find a one-man person with nothing. They don't. They all make allegiance. That's the way you move out here. Everybody, you know what? All them niggas skull and bone. Sometimes people just talking. Everybody not skull and bone. It's just other people know they make allegiance. They make commitments. They join. They hook. They connect. That's how they keep moving. Okay. I don't know what y'all doing. I'm just trying to help y'all out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's how everybody move. Y'all want to know how everybody move? Everybody lock allegiance. Don't believe nobody. It's just me by myself. I'm just out here. Don't believe them. They won't be long. You just a figure face. Everybody got allegiance. Everybody make them. Y'all got it? There's no way to make it out here. Y'all know how many moving parts it is out here? You'll get swallowed up, you one person. It's too easy to wipe. Do y'all see they wiping billionaires out? When that time I seen Jeff Bezos out here do all that talking? You know what they do? They shut that mouth for you. All on gunmen, your mouth gets shut real quick. Elon Musk jumped out, did all that old saint stuff. They start pushing back. He got legal trouble. Not just him. They want to see you in the other country. UN talking. When the UN starts saying, I'm telling you one time now, we don't want no misinformation on now. That's real danger when the UN start giving you threats. What you think happened to the UN? That's more dangerous than the FBI and the CIA. When the UN tell you to do something, that's tight. They regulate everybody. They bring you in for what? Y'all don't, listen, who you think for the Geneva Convention? Well, listen, that's why they take it straight. All that stuff he doing in Russia, they take it straight to the UN. They got a council for that. And they looking at everything. They saying, they just let you keep going. They do it to every one of them. When all they get over, listen, you ain't coming to get you. You got to come see us. And we're going to regulate and get you up out of here. We'll put you away for the rest of your life. You'll never exist no more. Guess what? These white people listen, they can't afford for people or a person to get too powerful out here by themselves. The UN is not one man. You see what happened when you have a legion? One man out here causing all that havoc over there in Ukraine, ain't it? There is a union that's going to get him, United Nations. Security Council, that's our department. We watching it all. They just getting everything. All that stuff he's shooting bombs on, hitting at them nuclear plant, all that stuff they just notated and documented. Look at that hospital get hit. Little babies get killed. Documented. Graves they digging up. Soldier, handcuffed, tied, shot in the head and buried. Notated. When all that stuff finally in, that's why he want to talk and make deals. Y'all don't know. He making deals. He ready to talk and meet. He trying to meet on listen. I let all that go. Get that week. Drop all them charges. They going to look at, you ain't getting out of this one. He crossed the U.S. There's no way he getting out of it. He's smart. I wouldn't stop fighting either. Because soon he get fighting. When he get through fighting, he got to come see them. He got to come see them. He ain't had no, NATO small, UN, this major problem. They got a charter, and that charter going to put everybody on notice, letting everybody know we got to obey this charter. This part of our allegiance, our agreement. If we don't obey this right here, we ain't nothing. They're going to force everybody's hand. He playing with the U.S. You can't beat them. They too smart. They smarter than everybody else. Whatever you thought about doing, they been done it. They already know why. Y'all don't know why he bombing all them places over there? Y'all don't know why he bombing those civilian places? Because that's where the U.S. moved all their chemical stuff at. He knows what he's doing. Y'all don't know why he blowing up them hospital. Why he hitting the hospital. Why he hitting them civilian housing. Because he know what they got. See, they have anthrax camps over him. This ain't nothing on nobody else new. Do y'all not know this has already came out? That listen, am I making this up? Do y'all not know that he told everybody when he first started bombing, they kept saying he hitting civilian targets. The man, he told them, he said, I'm hitting military places. He said, United States have biological chemical weapons that they have on him, and I'm hitting them. He said, when I get through with them, I'll stop. Everybody, they said, he lied. Listen, I saw the news. They put it right across the bottom. Listen, the Congress, they didn't tell their own people right here that they are manufacturing biological chemical weapons. They have anthrax labs right in Ukraine. That's why he hitting them civilians. That's why he ain't paying no attention. Everybody like, look at, he's just killing civilians. He looking at, if you put them down, I'm gonna hit them. He said, I'm gonna teach you, you ain't getting away from this one. I'm gonna hit everywhere you put them. They move him over to the nuclear plant. He starts striking by it like, look at the man. He said he trying to start a war. He trying to kill everybody. He hitting a nuclear weapon. He looking at it. If you put him there, I'm gonna hit him. Get him out of there. He done told him, y'all circling me in with NATO. I don't want nobody around me. You just sit here, you just know that everybody started circling you around. Do y'all know he been talking to them for years about this? That's why he told him he said, listen, I need y'all to sign a document swearing that you're not gonna circle me in. He told them, I'm not finna be encircled. All they've been doing, they done locked down every country just about around him. Sweden, they done hit everybody. Finland, he told them, he said, don't do it. He said, I'm telling you now, don't join NATO, it's gonna be bad. He just told them today, y'all know what he told them today, didn't he? He said, nuclear on the table today. He said, I'm looking at nuclear. He told him today, I'm looking to go nuclear, because he looking at he getting circled in. He like, I'm not gonna be circled in. He look at the stuff they doing, the same stuff he do. I know what y'all doing. I do the same thing. Y'all not finna do it to me. He just like Trump. I'm going to tell everything. I'm going to let everything loose. That's what they look at. See, white people ain't like us. Nigga go down and just eat it. White boys ain't like that. I'm telling. Y'all hear that? If somebody don't give me my money, I'm telling. He telling everything. I'm telling you. Y'all need to be watching. White folks talking. They telling on white people. This mean it bad out here. It's stuff you ain't supposed to know. Me and you niggas. White folk talking. That mean it bad out here. All right. Don't worry about it. Stay long gunman. It's going to get cold outside. It's going to get hot this summer when you send out the homeless. Y'all better start using y'all head. Y'all can follow, get on board, and make your legion, or you can stay single and do what you want to do. I guarantee that ain't going to help you. I won't help not one single gunman. When I'm saying long, I ain't talking about it. You on your own. Handle it yourself. All on gunmen. Handle it yourself. It ain't my problem. I'm being honest with y'all. I got to listen. My issue is that people got a legion. I don't have time. Y'all hear me? That's that bottom line. I can't afford it. You got to care about yourself, your salvation first, your mental. Think about what's going on. Man, look at these people. These people take care of their own. Why would you be operating any different? Why you think these banks are locking down, getting all their money out your hands? They putting the interest. These banks done sat around. They done took losses for a long time. They want their money. A lot of these people don't say here now, you can't afford to walk out and F your credit. Walk out one of these run a property you want to and screw it up. Go ahead and let them put on that credit report. Years ago, anybody know about rent? They couldn't even pull your credit. I ain't never seen in my life how many folks can access your credit now. Who know what I'm talking about? Years ago, them folks they couldn't pull your credit. The rent of what? You had to be in an apartment to rent a home. You can't pull nobody's credit. Them days over with. 650, a 629 you can buy a house. You can't rent a house at 650. These folks ask you for a 700 to rent a house? Never heard of it. Never heard of it before. These folks want rental history 3 times the amount you paying. I'm trying to tell you, you mess up and you lose, you rent now, you in trouble. Let me tell you what's gonna really be bad. The hypothetical say you renting, you been screwing up, you know, you been here, you been pretty solid. Yeah, I'm finna get her, I ain't taking them, I'm finna start renting, you gotta find you somewhere else. And she been good because she been right here and she felt her credit ain't getting pulled. I decide I'm finna sell. I don't want to rent no more. I'm finna get out of it. And she ain't got that credit. If one thing is too high, it's another thing when you can't get it anyway. If I were renting for $5, you couldn't get it. Don't y'all know this finna affect most people of color? I've been trying to tell y'all about credit, how you gotta keep your credit. Your credit is a reflection of you. I told y'all, I don't know how y'all keep thinking you just walk through life, this a joke. These people have been setting this up for a long time. They need you to be a servant to them. I need y'all to focus on your salvation and we need to repair this stuff. They coming for you. Okay, don't worry about it. They finna force your hand out. The only people gonna be able to get stuff is people with money and people that got the credit. Most of y'all say, I got the credit. What about the money? These folks want 3 months. These folks ask for application fee. The application fee and all that, almost a small little monthly itself. Everybody in my house got to fill out one. I'm trying to tell y'all, this ain't no game. But Mr. Yahuwah needed, we needed this. We need to wake up so people get serious about this. Realize you've been playing long enough. The world done changed on you. It done changed on where you're going to realize something. You're going to need to have you in a legion with somebody. Y'all hear that? Or you going to sell out to Satan? Y'all hear me? I can't work for him. I'm going to stay with Mr. Yahuwah. Y'all get it? I don't care how bad it is. I'm a survivor. I got to come up. That's just it. You got to have in your mind, I ain't got no choice. I got to get up. Hello? Man, like Shaul. When they found him, they thought he was dead. How they stood around him. He got up. That's it. I got to get up. Y'all hear me? Y'all better get in y'all mind. Okay, don't worry about it. I know I'm not lying, y'all like to play. Don't worry about it. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all go ahead. I'm going to show my long gunman how it's going to work. You go ahead and you fall. I'm going to make sure you stay down. That's the only way to do it. It's time for everybody to learn how to stand. Long gunman, you fall, you got to get up by yourself. That's the only way to do it. It make you strong like that. You get back up and don't you fall no more now. When you get back up, please don't fall again. Like us saying, I don't want to fall. Y'all hear me? Oh, ain't nothing cooking. They don't want to listen to me and Rock. So I tell y'all now. All right, we gonna get ready to go. That's two. I got y'all money. Appreciate me.